CS has just released the Farm Machinery DLC for Euro Truck Simulator 2. This is the same Farm Machinery DLC that we've had for American Truck Simulator for a long time now, with one notable exception, and I'll get to that in just a little bit. First off, I want to say that I do have a load already connected, and this is one of the new Farm Machinery DLC cargoes. It is the autonomous tractor, but there's 9 cargo types to haul. The autonomous tractor, which is what I have, the articulated crawler tractor, forage harvester, grain trailer, square baler, disc harrows, fertilizer spreader, planter sprayer, and seeding combinations. The notable exception to what's available in American Truck Simulator is the windrower, which was just released with the 1.55 update in American Truck Simulator. Not sure why they didn't include that in Euro Truck. In addition, just like in the version for American Truck Simulator, there is also some items that you can put in your cab, such as the lunchbox, the scarecrow, the straw hat, the stuffed autonomous tractor, the harvester toy. So as I jump back into the cab of my truck, you'll see that I've got the scarecrow bobblehead. I've got the lunchbox in the passenger seat and the autonomous tractor stuffed or plush toy. So let's take a look at where we are. Actually, before we even do that, I'm in Turkey, entering Turkey, and this load is going to go to Istanbul. So let me tell you how you can find these loads. You can go on to the external markets, external contracts, and external market. If you have the right trailer, it tends to be the low boy. And I don't know if I'm going to find one of these on here, since they're still a little bit limited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to the freight market, and this will show all loads everywhere. So so here we go. The autonomous tractor is one of the cargoes. This is the configuration I've got it in right now. There's also the low bed. Well, I guess they're all low beds. Let's see what else we got. Forage harvester. All right, here we go. Etc. You can just search for them, and they'll turn up wherever they are. If you're looking on external contracts or external market in the city that you're at, you can look for it this way. So that's how you find them. If you just installed the DLC and you're trying to find them on the freight market, you might need to sleep a day or two for them to start to populate in your game. The World of Trucks, they should be available right away. So let's go take this load and deliver it. It is a distance of 189 kilometers. Now I'm gonna need to stop and get some fuel. Somewhere along the way. In fact, as soon as I pull out of here a little bit, I've got steering axles on the trailer. That's cool. I'm going to pull up the map and find a convenient travel plaza along the way. I can just pull through and get fuel. Been there. I guess that's where we'll have to go. Either that or go through here, but that looks a little tight, so I'm going to skip that. And I'm going to go here. Let's get to it. I like doing these loads for some reason. Not necessarily this load in particular. So I better get back in the tractor so I can, or the truck, I can see what I'm doing. Now I haven't been to Turkey much lately. I was in Turkey. I was in Istanbul recently, but prior to that, I hadn't been here much. But I delivered a load in Istanbul as part of the All Europe Challenge that we're working on right now, and I've been struggling to find a load to the next location, which is Switzerland. So that's something that will be on my mind after I get to Istanbul and make this delivery. Just are there any loads? It's been a real struggle to find a load from Turkey to Switzerland. By the way, I've been driving my Volvo FH6 lately. Recently, like a week or so ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, it was the truck of the week for the Trucky achievements. And I realized I hadn't driven it much in quite a while, so I thought, I'll drive it for a while. Got a Zeemods engine sound pack for it. So why not drive it? Well, I guess I didn't make that light. Shame on the mess. Except in European. Guess I could leave that on. Well, that's not something you get in Euro Truck too much. I gotta go to the scale. Got a red. 43 tons. I'm just enjoying the scenery. And I believe that's our travel plaza coming up. Yep. Let me have a look here. Okay. Oh, we had enough fuel to get there, but I would prefer to just top off along the way. Because why not? Unless you're on fire, you can never have too much fuel. Just over 80 kilometers remaining. Still a lot of roads in this area that I haven't been on yet. And you can tell because it's the roads that are gray still that I have not yet been on. For those of you who don't know, as you drive over over roads, they turn from gray to yellow, or whatever that is. Well, while you're enjoying the scenery, if you haven't already, take a moment to hit that like button. And if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe to the channel. And ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on notifications of future videos like this. Live streams. I live stream on most Fridays and Saturdays. And if you're looking for a virtual trucking company to join, we're hiring. Virtually, of course. Especially if you like to do hardcore mode on Trucky. That's not required, but it's a bonus. What is required, though, if you want to join our virtual trucking company, VTC, is to join our community Discord. The links for all of that is in the description below. We've got a great gaming community in the Discord. A lot of helpful folks. If you've wanted to learn more about the game, if you would like to get into convoying with other players, you can get a lot of good tips from our crew. We have a dedicated, convoying server for both Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator. Both of our servers are configured for 128 players. So we can get more people than the standard 8. And this past weekend we had our 12. We had 12 players on American Truck Simulators. Pretty awesome. Since the Iowa DLC just came out, we focused on that. And we broke up into 3 groups. And we drove around in each of our groups. And wound up passing other groups going the other way. It was pretty fun. Okay, we are almost there. Glad I don't have to stop at the top of the hill. Let's see what's gonna take to get in here. Ooh, it's gonna be tough. Ooh. Let's get out and look. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is back in off to the side, get turned around, and come at it a different way. Do a proper setup. Question is, am I gonna clear that stuff that was over there? Let's get out and look. Looks like it. The reason why I look in the back of the cab is I'm trying to see out the back window that doesn't exist. Get out and look again. Okay. I do that because in my American truck that I drove in real life, I was able to do that. There was a window on the back of the sleeper off to the side. Huh. Okay. I think I can pull forward now and do a setup. I still struggle with these turning axles on trailers. It seems like you have to undercompensate for them. Yeah, I'm rolling up on that other pipe. Yeah, these are a real challenge for me. How many pull-ups will it take? Okay, I'm gonna cheat. I don't have all day. I'll get it close and do another pull-up. Yeah, this tree's not helping at all. See, if this were a standard, if there were no turning axles on this trailer, I'd have it in there already. Alright, let's just back over that. Oh, you want to take it? We'll give it to you. Took the green. Alright, 195 kilometers. And delivered. Alright, let me get away from this thing. Not my finest moment, but I delivered it. That's what matters. Okay, well, remember, the farm machinery DLC is now available on Steam. When I bought it, it was $4.99 US, so that's whatever the equivalent is for you. Check it out, and be sure to let me know how you like it. Thanks for riding along.